Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Levian Tales. This time it's
Howdy, howdy.
that. Why?
Oh my god.
All right. Well,
That was a
today
great scream. That was
is
like the goat.
Yvette's solo session, so let's just
It is
get
also
right
Christmas Eve
into
Eve.
it. It's what?
Christmas Eve Eve. I'm bidding a Christmas Eve Eve to your lovely viewers. And the rest of us who aren't spectating, who will be watching this later, presumably.
Hopefully. All right.
Probably.
So after being kidnapped, you shortly find yourself in just above a snowy clearing. And then the pirate holding you just drops you, and you land face first into the snow. And a familiar voice calls out to you from in front of you, I guess, frontward and above. And he says, "We haven't even begun your trial, and you're already on the ground groveling for forgiveness." Then
Oh shit.
you stand up and see a somewhat young-looking crow with a fleece-lined trench coat. His face is one that you can never forget. It's Ivor.
It's Ivor. Fuck.
You unsheath your sword. Okay, your choice here. You can either dash at him with your sword out, or just stand there.
I'm staying right here. I'm not gonna fucking try and do anything with this guy like that.
Oh, good.
I'm
You are
just
smart.
glaring at him.
Then you take a look around and notice some crew members hiding in the trees that surround you.
Oh god.
Then he asks, "Tell me, do you remember this place?" Taking another good look around, you notice the makeshift grave you made for your father.
Of course I remember this place.
Yvette
God.
Sedgwick, how do you plead for the murder of your own father?
Not guilty.
How could you do it, Yvette? He was your father. He raised you, taught you, and you were bound to inherit his ship. Or maybe you actually wanted him dead just so you could inherit the second wind sooner. You almost had the perfect plot, but unlucky for you, I discovered it.
Riddle me this, mister. If I wanted the ship so bad, why would I leave it?
To draw him away from his crew.
Why would I take off?
To lead him away from his crew, of course. Then,
Honestly,
out of nowhere, Spyro just starts biting at his tail feathers.
good dog.
After waggling him off of his tail feathers, he just he just continues on. "Yvette, for the murder of your father, I sentence you to death. By the way, did you ever find your mother?"
Oh my god. I'm I'm pulling out my crossbow and I'm aiming it right at him. It wasn't me who murdered him.
Too bad.
If
for
anybody
you.
here was looking to inherit the ship, it was you.
Too bad for you. Several crew members came out and into the clearing to hold you down.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I cut off there.
Several crew members come out into the clearing to hold you down.
I'm trying to get out from their grasp, just like kicking and yelling and trying to like hit them with my elbows, anything.
I think it should be fitting that your death be by the same blade that you used to murder him." He raised his sword and prepared to swing, but Spyro let out a loud howl that shook the trees in the surrounding area.
I'm going to try to use that moment to try and shake my way from the other people's grasp and just straight up tackle him.
Doesn't work, there's too many holding you down. Then
Shit.
the spirit of your father, as well as a woman, begin emanating from his body.
What?
The spirit of your father, as well as a woman, emanate from his body.
Well, I know that,
From
but I mean,
Spyro.
what? As in, like, holy shit.
Yeah. Jamos! I mean,
Dad?
Vulture! And Lady Sonia! Ivor dropped his sword, and the crew members holding you down let go and take a knee.
What? What? But you're dead. What?
I'm disappointed in you, Ivor. First you murder me, lie to my crew, and then have a murder plot against my daughter. The crew members just kind of look at Jamos in shock. And I said that I wrote a lot, and that's actually all I wrote right there.
Well, I look over at the woman, and I ask her, "Are you my mother?"
Yes, dear. That is me.
Are you dead?
Yeah. After your father left, I couldn't bear it.
So I don't really have anybody left.
It's fine. You have other people, too. You have everyone around you.
Well, not physically around me right now. Not too keen on, the entire crew who was with me since my childhood deciding that I was a murderer, but yeah.
How much did it sell for?
One of the crew members just asks Jamos, "Is that true? Did he really murder you?" And he responds with, "Yeah." But he told us that you
That I
your
did
daughter
it.
murdered you. Why in the world would my daughter ever want to murder me?
Apparently to take over your ship. Even though the entire reason that whole mess happened was because I was trying to get away from that. Turns out Ivor was the one who was power hungry the entire time.
Now, Ivor, answer me this. How could you murder my daughter? Well, how could you murder me and try to murder my daughter? It's because I wanted the crew. I was sick of being second in command, and how could you give it to a child?
Hey, Juan.
I mean, this child knew not to murder people, but whatever.
Computer working now?
You know,
I mean, literally anybody, any other member of this crew would be more fit to be captain than you are.
But I was second in command!
Yeah, well, you got lucky on that, I guess.
Alright, I say let's finish this sale and then go...
I mean, you weren't really second in command if the entire time my father was training me. You were more of just a backup plan that didn't follow through.
Especially because we're on Christmas holiday.
Roasted!
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of kids jumping on.
Hey, Alan, do you want to be the remaining voice for Jamos?
I mean, I guess I could.
Just think of things to say. That's
Oh gosh, you're gonna put me on the spot.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, it probably is.
Well,
Thinking
For
of
the
things
record-
right on the spot. That's what we're known for.
I don't want to do an impromptu thing, but okay.
Unless you want to
for
be.
the record, I'm not taking back the ship or anything like that. I'm not. I don't want to be a pirate.
It's all right, daughter. I understand your decision.
Well, actually,
If
Good.
if anyone's deserving of that, it's you. Of understanding. After
Thank you.
he lied to everyone, it's good to clear things up.
Mm.
You
Speaking of him,
lied to us! You killed our own captain!
mine and Brenna looks like she's almost done.
How could you do this?
Or at least halfway.
Dallin, give it a go.
wait, Dallin's gonna be Ivor?
Yes,
apparently.
give it a go.
The only reason why I did it was so I could gain all the power I needed to actually be in control.
Why would you want to be in control?
Because I was tired of being second in command. That's why I
Can I
murdered.
tell you something, Ivor? Can I just tell you something real fun?
What?
So, you could have just stuck around until, I was the captain. Because you would still be my second in command.
Technically, yes.
And then it would be very it would have progressed naturally. At one point or another, you would have become captain.
But what would have happened?
You wouldn't deserve it.
But what would have
But-
happened if you had done what your father did? Married and had a child that you then chose to raise.
Well, think of it this way. At a young age, I was already deciding that I didn't want to be a pirate. And if you had somehow convinced me to stay, I would probably take off again eventually anyway, leaving you the only viable option.
That wasn't enough.
You... Well, regardless, I don't think this crew wants a murderer as their captain. Not
Then-
somebody who killed one of their own, that is.
Then Jamos let out a whistle, and down from the ship came the entire crew, who had kind of been listening in. And they all prepared to gang up on Ivor.
Down with the captain! Ah!
Great.
Listen, daughter. Take this. And this. He places
Oh?
from his hands, he takes off his pirate hat and puts it on your head, as well as handing you his famous cutlass.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna do my
I adjust the little hat on my head.
started.
Now be the daughter that I raised you to be.
Of course, Dad. I guess I go homeward then,
Yeah.
or back to I go over to Spyrum and I give him a pat on the head. Good dog.
And you just kind of wonder, wait, how are you how are you emanating from his body? Well, you see, our spirits kind of joined together.
Magic!
Like him.
I invited all three of you.
Wait, your spirits are my dog.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Kind of weird.
That's
isn't
an
it?
interesting development. I mean, the thing that's really got me here is less so that, but the fact that two birds made a dog.
Are you sure
But
your mother
you
was a
know,
bird?
yes. I drew a design for her and everything. I just never posted it. Shut up.
Okay. Very strange, yes. Then
I
they
guess
just kind of
now we just
retreated
go
back
to-
into Spyro, and
No, it's more of a take.
I don't know.
Guess we go home then.
Yeah.
Back to. Oh God, they're probably so worried.
The hell is that?
I mean, how long has it even been? How long were we on the ship?
Then from into the clearing comes the entire crew. Well, everyone else. And for some reason it's for some reason it's Steadfire that says, "Of course we were worried."
Who's not ready? Blake, ready up.
The PP man was worried about me. I immediately going to hug Guff and Teffy.
We had to go to it first.
I imagine we should probably wait a little bit on the reunion just because I know that Guff
Yeah.
is going to be
Going crazy.
very interested in that. So, if anything, this could be titled the episode that's really short for no reason.
The episode that's really short for no reason. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, guys.